You have 2 engines feeding the drive shaft. I think that's what I've got.
Let me just load something in quickly for you.
Captain Jack is making it 4 FPS.
I get a little bit of lag.
What do you mean a little bit?
Because it's trying to load all of the creations I've made.
Wait, where did the boat go?
Oh, I brought it into the workshop. That's one problem when you get so many saves. Is it's so hard to find stuff. You need like a search bar on your creations.
Yeah. I've got 2 engines outputted into a clutch, which then goes into 3 gearboxes, which goes into the drive shaft of both propellers. That's what I have. Same as you, right? I have Phoenix. Let's stick a 3rd prop in there. I don't know if that'll make it better or worse. Get a shave, Dave. Well, you've some need to talk. You cheeky monkey. Will you let me paint that? Oh no. Erase. Get me on the propeller, which is like that box there. Okay, now I can vaguely see where I'm trying to go. Like this, trying to get the angle to do this is just frustrating. There we go. I think that's connected. Okay, I need to get rid of that hole down there now. Oh, I need the other part. Straight pipe. Need that one. I think that's right. Oh, what game? So if I wanted to drop a 3rd engine in here now, I'd have a riot of a time. Because I've got all this cargo bay. that I can't use. TSD, how you doing? Squirrel's gonna grow a beard like Gandalf? Nah, I'm not. There's a few keel weights. Hey, you gotta be careful with that, you know? You're gonna balance things. Gotta be careful.
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
Let's try that. I like how it just completely buries your boat. Larry B is lost and drunk. 63 months. I share this today because, haha, I got 1 year younger today and it feels good. You got a year younger? So what? Thank you, Larry, for 63 months, bro. There's no way you had that name 63 months ago, Larry. I would have remembered that. One block is missing in the prop. Is it? I thought I'd fix that.
Making some adjustments.
Hmm? I just put 3 props on it and see if it's any faster.
Nice.
I think it's faster. Ah, you're Bethelsen. Yeah. I remember Bethelsen. So you say I missed a block. Oh, you mean that one. I get you. Might change the gear ratios. So if I have that as 1 to 2 and that as 1 to 2. Let's try that. Ah! Sounds like a bad lawnmower. Yeah, it's not final audio, but some of the audio is pretty bad in this game. What you doing?
I was waiting for you to finish what you were doing.
Right.
Yeah, I was going to suggest maybe we did a mission.
That's 1 to 2.
Currently, I have one available.
It's 1 to 4. That's cruising speed. I think we just need more power. I am just coming to the conclusion that we don't have enough power.
Yeah.
Impious, thank you for 32 months. Quality entertainment, thank you.
That'll open up like a whole new load of speed for us.
The scumbag with
with
9,
that.
almost a year. Loving the beard, by the way. Be in the chat. Have a very Merry Christmas. You too, sir. Yeah, I literally can't find how to get this thing to go any faster without putting another engine in there.
You're probably gonna have to put like another engine in, more props. The weight is also a big factor.
Happy anniversary.
Starting your HTV
Natter.
training, Hara. Nice.
I mean, it might be that other people have gotten more speed out of those engines, but probably not with this much weight.
Well, this is it. We've got like 1 billion fuel tanks in here. Which, you know, I don't know what they weigh, but they've got to weigh something pretty nasty.
I don't even think it's so much just the fuel as well, because that's not really a lot of fuel they're carrying. I think it's more that there was so many weight blocks trying to keep the middle line down, and then so many blocks in general that all eventually add up. It's just a big, thick, bulky ship.
You're going to hurt its feelings, you know.
But it's a good thing because it means it cuts through the waves nicely, and it keeps upright.
Well, I could
Which was,
take more weight off.
no, I honestly I think it's probably better to keep it heavy because it keeps it upright. Because that was such an issue for us last time we tried this. We were so often just tipping over. That's why we went to just doing everything with the helicopters.
To remove that inner line of weights and just have the bottom row.
Happy anniversary, Natter.
The heck? Oh man, wrong one. It looks like the same icon. That sits a lot higher in the water now.
It's also sitting very tilted to the left.
Left?
Yeah, it's tilting to the left.
Well, now that is odd.
I'm guessing because it's now so much further out of the water, it's sitting more on its point, which means it's doing the what's it called? Like the pendulum effect then. Because of how much further it's sitting out of the water. You don't have that weight pulling it down and pulling it straight.
But that pink square is a center of balance, is it? Center of mass?
Yes.
And that's like right down the middle of the axis.
Yeah, but because the hull is sitting out of the water and the hull isn't flat bottomed, it's got a pointed bottom. So it's doing that effect where it's sitting on its point basically, and it has to either go left or right. It's not because one side's more heavy than the other, it's just that it's not deep in the water anymore.
That's the gearboxes are slightly off left. Gearboxes aren't like smack in the middle. Can you line the gearboxes up on their edge?
Yeah.
Happy anniversary, Natter.
You're determined to get more speed out of that, aren't you?
Oh, yeah. It's the best way to learn, though, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Dang nabbit. That ain't gonna work. Yes, it is. Come on, let me do this. Okay. You can change camera mode so that you can use WSD to move around. How, Josh? How do you do that? Because that bugs me. The fact I can't use WSD. How do I turn that option on? Let's try 2 to 3 on both of them. On the right, 3 cameras down. Change the camera settings. Orbit mode, free mode, and reset camera mode. Oh my god. Oh my god, game changer. Oh, that's so much more intuitive. Yeah, give that man a cookie. I can see why they have orbit mode, but blimey, it's good to know you can do that. Yeah, that is center of mass. Toggle visibility center of mass. Right, having done loads of stuff with the gearboxes, we're going to probably need to change some things. Gear switch. That was on 1. Hotkey 2 and hotkey 3. Power. I think that's it. DLM Unlimited with 1,000 bits and the message, that beard suits you. Thank you, DLM. Thank you for the biddies. Aha, look at that. It's not quite listing as much as it was, but it's still slightly. Second gear. It's top gear. Woohoo! Yeah, I think the center of gravity is a bit high now. It's like, it's okay, it's not like stupid quick. Props need more torque to spin and give thrust. You think the resistance is the issue? So you just think that the keel is too deep now? Is that what you mean? Right, Jack, let's do some more missions.
Okay.
Lower the keel.
There is, yeah.
I mean, it's sat out of the water quite a bit, to be fair.
We've got 48 minutes left on this oil rig part one.
You need drag reduction on the leading edge of the steps. Do you think the steps make a difference, especially now that they're out of the water? I mean, I can just put the ladder on the back. There's absolutely no need for that in the game. Can you imagine playing this game at like midnight, 1 AM or something, and it's just you quietly on your computer, enjoying yourself in the editor going, what's wrong with my center of mass? And then, boom! Just like, what are they thinking? Okay, how's that? Any more drag reduction needed? We need a solid block in there. Yeah, I've never really understood why the power arrows go backwards. It's such a weird thing. It would have thought that they point to the direction of thrust. It's very odd.
I'm not sure I want to get in that boat.
What?
Well, there's a ladder, but it's right above the spinny death machines.
Yeah, but it's much more aerodynamic and stuff.
I don't think the ladders really cause that much drag.
I don't think so either, but some people think so.
Like, it wouldn't even be measurable, the amount of drag they'd cause. Just make sure you turn the engines off before we try and get back in the boat.
Well, if we die, you can thank Lotus.
Okay. I'll send him the medical bills.
So if I try and go into top gear, which is this.
Wow, we roll a hell of a lot more now.
Oh yeah, there's no low down weight anymore. This thing could probably flip over now.
Lovely.
I haven't unlocked the speedo yet.
It's still slower, if anything.
I don't think it's
think you
slower.
have enough, I don't think you have enough power to run this gear effectively.
Look at it, lean into the corners.
Wow.
Retrieve oil rig part. I don't think we can do that, can we?
Yeah. It's the one where on the side of the rig and you use their platform to go into the water. You don't need a boat for it at all.
Or we could just fast travel back to the Coast Guard beginner post because it's right next to it.
Is it? Oh,
I think so.
Seems like a better option. That was a 90 grand island there as well.
Lower the weight of the keel to drop the center of mass. Wait, if you lower the weight of the keel, that will raise the center of mass? That's exactly how it happened. I removed some of the weight off the keel and that raised the center of mass.
You know we bought the helicopter island.
Yeah.
We don't own it anymore.
Lower it as in move it downwards. Right, okay. Thing is, the boat is already too high. It's already too tall. Are we going there?
Going where?
To the thing?
Yeah. I was trying to find the right island instead of all back to it. I completely lost it.
Center Coast Guard Outpost Beginner or whatever it's called.
I mean,
I think that hit the boat.
it didn't seem close.
Too tall for what? It's just too tall in general. If you look how much it's sat out now, like those underwater lights used to be underwater, but I took a lot of weight off the keel to give it more speed, and that's obviously raised the center of mass, so it's now sitting more out of the water, which means the hull needs to be reduced now because it's too tall.
We've traded a little bit of stability for a little bit of speed.
Where exactly are we going to lower this thing into?
I think this is the one we had fun with before when we were trying to do it in that heavy storm. And it's that thing floating in the water and you just got to load it onto the crane and hoist it back up on top of the platform. There it is.
So we just got to hoist that back up somehow.
Yeah, there's a crane over on the left side there. I'll go and lower that down. If you want to grab the thing and drag it over.
The last time we were here, remember the boat kept like wandering off?
Yeah, it nearly got crushed underneath the platform. And then you nearly killed me with the crane. Okay, it's coming down.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I know what. I've just seen something. The first and second propellers are spinning clockwise. The third propeller is spinning anti-clockwise.
But has the shape of the propeller been changed? Is it actually mirrored?
I don't know.
Because if it's mirrored, then that's perfectly fine.
I
If
can't
it's
see
not,
it when it's
then
spinning around.
it's giving a reverse force. But the arrow on the prop was forward facing, so it should be giving a forward force.
True.
Is that underwater?
Well, this thing.
Oh, the crane I've just lowered for you.
Very hard to see at night.
Is that floating?
Okay, rig components is floating. What have you thrown in the water? It's miles away.
I've lowered the crane. So if you grab that, and I guess you can swim it over if you can't get in the boat, because I remember it being really heavy.
Copy, Dell. Thank you for 33 months, Copy, Dell. I can't move this. You can swing this around, but...
Yeah, that's as far. Well, I can put it a little further around, but not much further around.
Lobster, thank you for 2 years. No
I'll
way
have
I've
to
been sub for
actually,
2 years.
Drag the thing over.
I get the ulti nut. I like it. How do I... Hang on. Grab handle. There we go. Control on the left too when you were on it, only need to slightly submerge.
Yeah, if you swim sort of inside the crane, and then I'll lift it up.
Okay, hoist.
Okay.
Like a glare. Oh, you dropped it.
Oh dear. Oh. Maybe you have to stay in there with it.
Maybe you'll just have to lift smoother.
It's push buttons. It's not a smooth operation, unfortunately.
Smooth operator. Lower it down a bit in the water. Just submerge it. Try and get it on its edge.
I can't see anything. So
Down,
just
go
send
down,
them
go
in.
down, go down, go down. Keep going down, keep going down, keep going down. Stop.
If you get into, there are actually some controls on the. Oh, God, I've fallen.
You got a forum?
I've fallen.
You've fallen? How
Yeah,
do you manage that?
I was trying to look over the edge to see what was going on. Right, let's hold this thing in place.
What's the buttons? You got a hold of it?
No, it's jumping around everywhere.
Right, I've got a hold of it. You operate the lift.
Okay, it's going up. Oh God, it's nearly knocked me out.
Can't you make the backlights red? You can. The whole point of it was to just be able to see underwater. So the white, hence the white light.
Done.
Don't tell me you just fell down the gap.
Yeah, it's fine. There's a ladder. I can get back up. What I'll do, if you can't slide it off, I can bring the crane a little closer to the deck. Oh, nice one.
Medium electric motor, 3 grand in crash, a large electric motor blueprint, and an electric cable blueprint.
Nice. Good on the electrics now.
Yeah, it actually looks like the blade is reversed. So yeah, that's why it spins the other way.
So it's all good then.
I believe so.
So, Yeah, I got in without dying.
Certainly gone misty.
Yeah. Seeing is not an option now.
Yeah, it is reversed. The propeller blade is like, if you look at it, it's almost triangular shaped, and the two on the left are the same, but the one on the right, the triangle's like going the other way. So hence why it seems to spin the other way. So it's still providing forward thrust, it's just that the blade turns the other way. Visibility 1 kilometer.
If you're lucky.
We need to go electric, that's what we need to do.
Oh yeah.
Get all the torque out of an electric engine. That makes sense, Yakumo.
Nice parking job.
Bonk. I'm stuck.
Didn't even get wet.
There's only one bed at this pad, isn't there?
Yeah, I can load my boat bed.
Get rid of this.
Boat bed height.
Pro fishing sim. Unlikely. Don't half sleep a lot. Install well sensor module. Equipment failure. They can no longer fit their sensor equipment at the site. Go to the oil rig, retrieve the sensor module, install it in the rig well on the ocean floor.
Ah.
Okay.
We don't have any diving gear yet.
Well, we're not installing that then, are we?
Nope.
So back to sleep then?
Guess so.
Wait, why am I suddenly in the water? I just lie here looking at the roof of the thing, just sleeping. Retrieve research drone.
That one we can do.
Small connector on its nose at the water level and a hinge connector on its top.
Yes.
Is that the one that we used a helicopter for?
Yeah.
So how are we gonna... Do we need to put something on the boat to pull it?
At the water level, you want to put a small connector.
Oh, come on.
Happy
If you remember where the water level is.
Natter.
At the back or at the side or what?
Back. Back would be the best place.
Small connector.
Also, you'll need a button for that connector because it doesn't automatically lock, so you'll want a toggle button so that you can connect it.
Everything needs power in this game.
Okay, yeah, it is always switched on, so it's a push button. You need to just disconnect it.
Not a toggle.
No, push button. I had to read up.
Push button. Okay.
See?
Si, senor. Hang on one sec.
Oh, God.
Paint. Green, red. Additive. I think they're slightly cooler. Okay. Do you want to drive?
Yeah, I'm happy to if you don't want to.
I don't mind.
So I can remember how to drive this tub.
Tub?
Tub. Like a.
Are you
little
upsetting its
basket.
feelings again? Took a while to get right, Presley. It's not perfect. Gonna blow the engines. Use a clutch. So when you pick up speed, you want 1 to put it in your first gear, and then 2 to put it in your next gear. More throttle, man.
I'm trying to carefully bring us out of the dock.
Carefully bring us out the duck.
Perhaps if I set the mission as active so I can see where I'm going to.
Hit the lights. Oh, it's like Christmas.
Oh my god.
That is amazing. That actually looks amazing. Wow, I'm impressed. Oh, I think the propeller's fine, Augusta. I think it
really
just spins the
turns
other
on a
way.
point now, doesn't it?
Nimble, agile, and deadly. You need someone to teach you how to build one, Presley. Well, if you watch the stream back, Presley, I built it from very little, you know, and I had to work out on the way what was wrong and stuff. So you just, if you watch that, you kind of learn by watching me mess up. Yeah, I think when the storm comes, I think we'll rip.
Okay, we're in top gear.
This is why Jack's driving.
Battery's charging.
What do you mean, Dave?
Good.
Coffee? Colombian coffee, yeah?
Temperatures are okay.
T's and P's in the green.
Actually, left engine is slightly cooler than the right engine.
Which doesn't make any sense, really. Okay.
Because they're both being affected equally.
Look at it bank when it turns.
That wasn't actually me turning originally. I turned because I thought it was going to flip. The sea just kind of grabs it and turns it for itself.
Coffee and cigars, Dave, yeah, absolutely. Sea's getting a bit rough. I'm not driving, Rob. Stop me. Hands free. Thanks, Presley. Oh,
Oh my god.
Oh, that was nearly it.
Definitely more of a challenge to drive now.
Yeah, yeah. You see, all that weight's not there now.
Oh my god.
Oh, we're going under.
Yeah, every wave is now trying to kill me.
You see, Hannah, this is what happens when you put Jack in charge.
We may have to add, like, buoyancy pontoons to the sides or something.
I think it needs something because it's lost its stability. Actually, look at the waves. They're like 4 meters high. Rip.
Ooh.
Yeah, they really are like stupidly high. But thankfully, they go in the same direction as you.
Yeah.
This is a full-on storm.